Give it up for Mr. Locario.
Yo, what up, people? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I was on Facebook, and I saw this article. It's titled, "Stop Saying I Have a Boyfriend." And I saw the link, and I shared it on my page or whatever. And I was basically saying, I was reading the article, and I was saying that, this is the reason why, a lot of women really are losing out in the dating game, why they have trouble in the dating game, why they have issues with their dating lives and all this other stuff, because a lot of women are really lost. And it hurts me to have to always say this stuff, because every time you talk about these things and every time you tell the truth about women and what's going on with women and critiquing women's behavior, people want to say you're a misogynist or you're insensitive and all this other crap. Now, I'm not going to read this whole article. I'm going to leave the link to the article at the bottom of this audio or video, wherever you're watching this, so you can read the whole thing yourself. But I'm going to just give you sort of like a summary of what this is about. And, I actually agree with part of what is said in this article, because the article is titled, "Stop Saying I Have a Boyfriend." And basically she was saying, or whoever wrote this, was saying that women should stop saying to men that, hey, I have a boyfriend, because like if they're lying about it, they should just, they're usually saying I have a boyfriend to get the guy to kind of like stop talking to her or whatever. So she's saying, instead of saying you have a boyfriend, just tell the guy, look, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? And then let it be that. So I agree with that part. The part of the article that kind of, rubs me the wrong way, and this is what I see most of the time, is the way that women are going about these situations when having to deal with guys they don't want to talk to or guys they are not interested in. And what I see in this article is a lot of this woman using words like creep, like, oh, these creeps, or these guys are creeps, and I'm tired of you ladies with this creep shit. You understand? Like, stop it. Just because you don't like some guy does not mean he's a creep or he is creepy or whatever. And on top of that, you feeling like someone is creepy or a creep comes from you. It's not about them. Do you understand? So it's not about this person being creepy. It's you feel that this person is creepy. It has nothing to do with them, because somebody else might like that guy or might like this person or might be into having a conversation with this person. You just don't like him. So that's what it is. That does not mean there's anything wrong with this guy, right? But also what I didn't like also too is that in the article, she made a couple of references about, basically correlating guys approaching and talking to harassment, which is what a lot of women are doing right now with this. They had this other girl who did this whole street harassment thing, and, some campaign of, telling me like, don't ask me to smile in public, like a whole bunch of bullshit. But the main thing I want to talk about in this, audio is that, ladies, you need to stop complaining about men approaching you and trying to talk to you. Stop it. Just chill the fuck out. Just stop. Stop it. Just be done with the shit. And I'm going to tell you why you need to stop it. Because if you are a woman who wants a relationship with a man, who wants to date guys, who likes guys, who want to go out on dates, who wants to probably have a boyfriend, who wants to probably eventually get married, you need to stop complaining about men approaching you. You need to stop it right now. Because I hear all this, and this is the thing, first of all, a lot of you ladies don't differentiate between you not liking a guy or you not wanting a guy that you don't like to keep talking to you versus a guy you want to talk to you. You just say, I don't like when guys are talking to me. Like, even in this article, she was saying something about the fact that they had, like, she said she Googled, she said if you do a Google search about how to avoid being hit on at a bar, like, why would you be, first of all, be Googling that as a woman? Why? If you're a woman who wants to date, if you're a woman who wants to find a boyfriend, who wants to find a man, who wants a man, why would you be Googling how to avoid being hit on at a bar? See, what all this is basically saying is that women generally don't know how to communicate what they want. Because if you do want a man, if you do want a boyfriend, if you do want a husband, how is that going to happen unless a guy talks to you? How is that going to happen unless a guy hits on you? How does that work? Because you're not going to do it. Most of you ladies don't do it. So therefore, you have to stop complaining when men are trying to get at you, when men are trying to holler at you, when men are trying to approach you. Stop it. See, what you got to understand is this. You ladies want a guy you like to talk to you. But what happens is that in order for you to get what you want, you have to take the quote unquote good with the bad, meaning if you want a guy that likes you to talk to you, you're going to have to basically deal with guys who you don't like talking to you. That's how it goes. It's the same way if a guy wants to get with a girl or he wants to have a girlfriend, he wants to have some fuck buddies or whatever. He can't sit there and be like, oh, these girls just rejecting me and fuck this. And you have to deal with that as a man. This is what you need to do in order to get these girls. You have to go up and you have to approach and you have to talk. And guess what's going to happen when you go up and approach and you talk? Some girls are not going to be feeling you. That's reality. So he has to deal with that. He has to learn how to deal with that in order to get what he wants. So guess what, ladies? When you want a man, when you want a boyfriend, when you want a husband, you have to learn how to deal with men who are going to approach you that you don't like. Do you get it? You have to learn how to deal with that. Don't call them creeps. Don't call them harassing you. You just have to know how to deal with that. You have to work on yourself to learn how to deal with that. Because guess what, ladies? It's not going to stop. The guys who you don't like who are approaching you, it's not going to stop. It's going to keep happening. So the question is, what do you do? How do you, communicate when this happens? And this is kind of like what this article is about, where she's saying, hey, you guys out there, you ladies out there, stop making the excuse that you have a boyfriend, especially if you don't have a boyfriend. And how do you deal with that? Right? But what I found funny in the article is that, she was basically saying something like, she took it on this whole feminist tangent about, certain guys, they'll ask you if you have a boyfriend or they'll bring up the boyfriend thing as if having a boyfriend is the only reason why a woman would not want to be with you. Like, why can't she just not be interested in, in you just because she's not interested? And of course that could happen, but I think she's missing out on the point of why sometimes guys will ask you if you have a boyfriend, or they'll stop talking to you if you say you have a boyfriend. Because he was saying that, sometimes that they'll, if they hear that you have a boyfriend, they'll, stop talking to you. And I'm going to read this little quote right here where she said something about, she said, male privilege is, and she puts in quotes, I have a boyfriend, being the only thing that can actually stop someone from hitting on you because they respect another male-bodied person more than they respect your rejection / lack of interest. So basically she's saying that a guy or guys respect the fact that a woman has, a boyfriend more than they respect the woman just saying that she's not interested, which is false, really. Like, let me tell you ladies something real quick. There's a couple of reasons why guys won't fuck with you if they hear that you got a boyfriend. Some guys will still try to fuck with you. Some guys, they don't give a fuck. They'll be like, well, whatever. Let's just do something on the low and whatever. But the reason why certain guys will not fuck with you because you have a boyfriend is because they feel like, well, maybe this guy might bring drama. So if he finds out I'm fucking with you, I don't want to have to be fighting some guy, some punk ass dude that want to fight over some other dude hollering at his girl. You know what I'm saying? Another reason is because if you have a boyfriend, the guy, he feels like it's just going to be too much trouble to try to fuck you. Because he's going to be like, well, if she got a boyfriend, then I got to deal with her saying, oh, I can't, this is happening or that is happening. So he's like, there's just some other thing that's going to, make it harder for me to hit, make it harder for me to get sex from this girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily that, oh, we're out of respect for the other guy not fucking with you. It's just that we're thinking of all the nonsense and all the other crap you have to put up with you having a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like I said, some guys will still fuck with you even if you have a boyfriend, because we look at it we'll look at it as on the opposite spectrum, meaning, well, she got a boyfriend, so I can just fuck the shit out of her, and I ain't got to take her out, I ain't got to call her on the phone, and let's just hook up and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that we're respecting the fact or that you have a boyfriend or that boyfriend more than your lack of interest. You understand? It's just that we have those reasons as to why we don't really want to fuck with you because you got a boyfriend. It's just, we sometimes look at it as too much trouble. Now let's talk about, us not respecting your lack of interest. The thing is this, is not necessarily that men do not respect your lack of interest, or if you say you're not interested, that we don't respect it. It's just that, and I've said this before in other videos, is that what happens is, and what makes it harder for you ladies to even get a guy to, stop talking to you or whatever, is because most women are very inconsistent with what they're talking about or what they say or how they feel. So there are plenty of guys who have approached women who at first said, no, I'm not interested. And then they ended up fucking that girl. They ended up having sex with that woman who first initially said they were not interested. I had one of my old roommates. I remember she came home one night and she was like, oh, I'm so tired and it's late and this guy's on the train and he keeps talking to me. And I'm like, no, I'm not interested and blah, blah, blah. And I said, the reason why he kept talking to you is because a lot of times when you women say you're not interested, you still fuck with the guy who you said you're not interested in. A lot of times you ladies will say, hey, I want a nice guy. I want a guy who's going to treat me right. I want a guy who's going to be there for me and do all this other stuff. And then guys see you fuck with the opposite. So the thing is that, it's not that we don't respect what you're saying, is just that we can't take what you're saying seriously in most cases. This is why guys continue to holler after you say you're not interested. Because a lot of times you'll say you're not interested, and then you'll end up fucking the guy you say you're not interested. You'll be like, hey, I'm not interested. He'll be like, oh, so, what, what's wrong with you? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And then she's going to say something else, and then he's going to say some goofy shit that she might think is funny. And now all of a sudden, she likes him now, and now she's sucking his dick. But she said she wasn't interested at first. Do you understand? Now, and this is why guys don't take what you say seriously. Now, when it comes to like other situations, because I don't want this to get out of hand where they're like, oh, you don't take what I say seriously. What if I say no? And like, if you're in a sexual situation and you say no, I don't want to do this, the guy's going to take that seriously. But what I'm talking about is when you're initially talking to a woman or guys are talking to women, there are plenty of situations where women have said, I don't want to do this. I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want your number. I don't want this. I don't want to give you my number. All of this shit. And then by the end of the night, something else happens. I remember one time I was at a club with a couple of my friends or whatever, and I'm talking to this girl, and I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, I'm here with my friends, and I pointed my friends out because they was like on the other side of the room, and then she was like, oh, that guy's your friend? I was like, yeah, that's my friend. She was like, oh, he's such a jerk. He came up to me earlier, he said this and that, and he was being such a dick, blah, 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 blah. Talking shit about him, talking about how much she hates him, and I would never date a guy like that. And now I'm looking at this chick like, okay, all right, yeah, sure, you don't say, And I'm like, this chick is gonna fuck this nigga, and basically, she fucked him. So she's talking all of this shit. It's like that's what a lot of women do. And this is why we can't take you seriously sometimes. So what happens is that women collectively have to be more consistent with what the fuck they mean. And that's why these guys are it seems like there's this lack of respect for your rejection or lack of interest. Because in most cases, your rejection or your lack of interest it don't mean shit a lot of the times. There's so many women that I've dealt with, that I've had sex with, who when I first met them, they was like, oh, hell no, that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I remember I went to my cousin's school one time, met this chick. I was staying there for a couple of days because she was up in Albany somewhere. Stayed there, met the chick. As soon as I met her, I was on top. I was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, we need to hang out, blah, blah. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm not really trying to do none of that, blah, blah, blah. The night before I was about to leave, this chick saw me up in walking through the dorms. She's like, oh, what's going on? I'm chilling. Boom, went into her spot, fucked the shit out of her. What happened to all that? It ain't never gonna happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's why guys don't take your shit seriously. You know what I mean? So, overall, and the reason why I need to tell ladies this, and you ladies need to hear this, is that you just need to understand that, yourself in relation to this whole thing. When you're out there complaining, when you're out there getting mad, when you're out there frustrated, you have to understand that this is part of the game. You getting guys that you're not really interested in, guys that you're just not trying to hear, that's part of the game. I don't care if you having a bad day. This is what women, I'm not in the mood. We don't care that you're not in the mood. He don't know that you're not in the mood. He doesn't know that you're not going to like him. That's how he figures it out. He has to find out by approaching you. You ladies act like, oh, this guy, like we know that this girl isn't going to be into us, or this girl's, we don't know that. That's why guys come up to you, so that they can see what was going to go down. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you have to be able to deal with that. And the thing, that I agree with this is that, you ladies should start saying like, hey, like, I'm not interested. You know what I mean? You should start saying that. I agree with that. But the only thing I don't agree with is this whole, complaining about it, Googling how to avoid going to bars, like, or getting hit on at bars. Like, one of my friends on Facebook, he was like, why the fuck would a woman go to a bar and expect not to get hit on, or don't want to get hit on? Keep your ass home. Go somewhere else. And then, of course, women are going to say, well, I'm just going there to hang out with my friends. That's like me going to a gay bar, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm just hanging out with my gay friend, and then I'm going to get mad that all the gay niggas is trying to hit on me. I'm in a fucking gay bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? That's what's going to happen. That is what it is. So, ladies, just please quit the bullshit. Stop complaining about this shit. Understand that this is the part of the process of you actually finding a man that you want. And you're not going to find him, or things are not going to happen unless you take the good with the bad. You have to be able to accept the fact that there are going to be guys who are going to approach you that you don't like. Deal with it. It's life. Get over it. Okay? That's all I really need to say to you ladies. All right? So that is it, and really take heed to this shit. You understand? Because most people are not going to tell you the truth, and this is why y'all keep going in circles with this nonsense. Okay? Like, really, really get it together. All right? And if you ladies have any questions, hit me up at askmrlocario@gmail.com, and I will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Listen, I get a lot of people that have problems and issues in their dating lives, and the reason why that happens is that most people, when they try to learn how to date and step up their dating game, they think it's something that's going to happen overnight. They think they're going to learn this magic formula, and then it's just going to poof, happen just like that, and that's not how it works. And this is why you might be having problems in your dating life. So what I did is I created the Mr. Locario membership program. So in this membership program, you get 45 to 90-minute audios and videos that will help you step up your game, detailed how-to dating advice every month. So when you join this membership, you're going to get these audios and videos every month, so you will over time know how to step up your dating game and really get what you want. Check this out. Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to join the Mr. Locario membership program. So all you do is go to MrLocario.com. Then on the home page, you're going to click right here on the members tab, and it's going to take you to this page, and you're going to click where it says women, click here to sign up. Now, on this page, it's going to tell you all about the membership and what you're going to get. So the first thing you're going to get is the ultimate online dating guide for women, how to find quality men online. The next thing you're going to get is how to avoid being a woman men just want for sex. Then you're also going to get how to attract men who want to commit to you, right? So you scroll down here and you click on PayPal to join the membership. Now, once you've joined the membership, you are going to get a password, right? Once you get this password, you're going to go back to MrLocario.com. Now, you're going to click on Women's Login now, right? So you're going to put your password in. I'm already logged in, so I didn't have to put the password, but when you log in, you're going to have to put in the password, and it's going to take you to the membership page. So right here, you see the ultimate online dating guide for women, how to find quality men online. You can hear all the audio right here. The next is how to avoid being a woman men just want for sex. You hear the audio will be right here. How to attract men who want to commit to you. And the audio is right there. Now, if you notice, all of this is all on one page. So if you join today, you're going to get all of these different audios and video programs. I got some videos down there for you ladies. And every month, you're going to get something new. Every month, forever. Okay? And that's what you're going to get being on the Mr. Locario membership program. Ladies, it's really that simple to join the membership program. Now, I have some good news and I got some bad news. Now, the good news is, if you do join the membership program, you're going to learn how to attract the right guys for you. You're going to know what to say and what to do to attract these guys. But the bad news is that if you don't join the membership program, you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be doing the same thing over and over again, making the same mistakes, and I don't want that to happen to you ladies, okay? So you ladies, it's up to you. It's your choice. So I hope that you choose the choice that's best for you and step up your dating game.
Mr. Locario, Mr. Locario, Mr. Locario bacana.